start with chapter 7, that is coordinate geometry, and its first exercise is based on distance formula. So let's get to the basics of distance formula first. If there is any point x1, y1 and another point x2, y2, so the distance between these 2 points A and B, that is distance AB, will be equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The x part is known as abscissa, and the y part is known as ordinate, and together they are called as coordinates. Now this distance AB, we take only magnitude. So AB and BA are one and the same thing. Let's see how do we get this formula and get to its derivation. Let's take these coordinate axes, x-axis and y-axis. The points A and B are x1, y1 and x2, y2. Let's drop perpendiculars from points A and B. Now AP and BQ are perpendiculars, and also I have drawn AC as perpendicular to BQ. Now we know that in a right angled triangle by Pythagoras theorem, I have AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Now let's say what is the value of AC. Now this much is x2 and this much is x1. So value of AC comes out to be x2 minus x1. I repeat, value of AC will be OQ minus OP, isn't it? AC will be OQ minus OP. It will be PQ, and PQ and AC are equal. So in place of AC I can write as x2 minus x1 whole square. And similarly BC is equal to BQ minus CQ, and BQ is y2. Height of BQ is y2 and height of CQ is y1. So I get y2 minus y1 whole square. Very easy. So removing square from here, I get AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and we are done. We put a mod so as to take only the positive value, as distance is a scalar quantity. So this is the derivation of the formula, and very easy. Now let's see how do we apply the formula. I will tell you a very easy method. We have to find the distance between these 2 points. So just name these 2 points as A and B for your convenience. Now AB will be equal to square root of, see, first you concentrate only on x coordinates. अपना ध्यान सिर्फ x कोऑर्डिनेट्स पे रखिए, और सेकेंड पॉइंट का x कोऑर्डिनेट माइनस फर्स्ट पॉइंट का x कोऑर्डिनेट और उसका स्क्वायर. सो 4 माइनस 2 होल स्क्वायर x2 माइनस x1 होल स्क्वायर प्लस y कोऑर्डिनेट्स पे आप ध्यान रखिए 1 minus 3 whole square. That's all. Now what is left is the calculation, and I think you can very easily calculate it. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 square is 4, 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So let me do a step extra. So this gives you 4 plus 4 and square root of 8. And students, you must also solve this because it will be required in many questions to solve this further. So root 8 can be factorized as 2 into 2 into 2. This is something you have done in class 8. So from a pair of 2 we take 2 out and 1 2 stays inside. So 2 root 2 units shall be the answer. I hope you get it. So let's go to the second part. Now again, like this is point A, this is point B. So see, a very easy method is that you write the x coordinate of second and sign change x coordinate of first. See, this is a very easy thing. Minus 1 minus 5 will become plus 5. So minus 1 plus 5 whole square and 3 minus 7 whole square, giving you 4 square plus minus 4 square, which is equal to 16 plus 16, that is root 32. Again, if you solve root 32 as it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 raised to power 5. So with a pair of 2's, we get 4 outside and 2 remains inside. So 4 root 2 units shall be the answer. third part is very, very important. Now let us find out distance AB. As I told you, x coordinate of second, that is minus a, sign change x coordinate of first, that is minus a whole square, plus minus b whole square. After this we calculate this. Now minus a is minus 2a whole square plus minus 2b whole square. It says 4a square plus 4b square. From here, be very attentive. If I take 4 common, I get a square plus b square and a square root. Now root of 4 is definitely 2. But root of a square plus b square cannot be solved. So we shall just write it as a square plus b square. See, this is a very important point. Here the students commit mistake. They write root a square plus b square as a plus b, which is wrong. So writing 2 into a plus b will be wrong. Mind it, please. Okay. So I hope you understand. Let's go to question number 2. Now here the distance AB will be given by x2 minus x1 whole square and a root, that is 36 minus 0 square plus 15 minus 0 square. And now what is left is just calculation. You can do it. This gives you 36 square, that is 1296, plus 15 square, that is 225. And once I add, I get 1521 square root, and my answer comes out to be 39 units. Question number 3 says, determine if these 3 points are collinear or not. So actually this is the application of distance formula. Once you have learned how to find the distance between any 2 points, it can be used in various ways in the form of questions. For example, in this question, we have to tell the points are collinear or not. In the upcoming questions, we have to tell it's a parallelogram or not, square or not, whether they are the sides of a triangle or not. So wherever concept of distance can be used, you can get a question on coordinate geometry. Now, what are collinear points? First of all, see, it gets from the word itself, collinear, which lies on the same line, right? Which lies on the same line. So these are collinear points. So for that, see, how can we use the concept of distance? If 3 points are on the same line, A, B and C are lying on the same line, then distance of AB plus distance of BC should be exactly equal to distance AC. थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर नहीं होना चाहिए. AB प्लस BC एग्जैक्टली AC के इक्वल होना चाहिए तो वो कोलिनियर होंगे. अगर ज़रा सा भी इनमें सपोज B थोड़ा सा भी ऊपर है तो AB प्लस BC जो है वो AC के इक्वल नहीं होगा एंड द पॉइंट्स विल नॉट बी कोलिनियर. सो our question reduces to finding the distances AB, BC and AC. So let's get to find AB. So let me name them as A, B and C. So distance AB will be square root of, again focus yourself on x coordinate, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 square plus y coordinates 3 minus 5 square. Now you are simply to solve it. You get 1 square, that is 1, plus minus 2 square, that is 4. So here we can be quick with the calculation work. You may skip the step of writing minus 2 whole square. So I am left with root 5. Let us find out BC. It is square root of, now minus 2, right? x2 sign change x1, minus 2 whole square plus minus 11 minus 3, y2 sign change y1. So minus 11 minus 3 square. Now you are simply to solve it. This gives you minus 4 square, that is 16, plus minus 14 square, that is 196, and you get this as root of 212, which further you can solve. You must simplify it and we get that 2 into 2 into 53, which gives you 1 2 comes out and 2 root 53. So this is the maximum simplification. Leave it here. Let us find out CA now. Square root of, now AC or CA. the one and the same thing, AC or CA. It's minus 2 minus 1 square plus minus 11 minus 5 square. So on simplification, you get minus 3 square as 9 and minus 16 square as 256, which gives you root of 265. Now, root of 265 will remain same. It cannot be calculated further. Now, let us see which one of them is the biggest. This is root 5, this is root 212, this is root 265. So, this is the longest distance. So, root of 265 is equal to root 5 plus root of 212. If this is equal, then the points are collinear, and if this is not equal, then the points are not collinear. So, clearly see, we cannot solve this. Even if we are able to solve this 2 root 53, we are not able to add it. You know that to add in square roots, we should have like surds. Only like surds can be added. You cannot add 5 and 212. Do you remember this from class 9th? So here I put not equal to. Now since root 265 is not equal to the sum of other two, therefore AC is not equal to AB plus BC, and hence points A, B and C are not collinear. I hope you understand. This is a very important question. In question number 4, there is another application of distance, that we have to check these points are vertices of isosceles triangle or not. अब हमने छोटी क्लासेस में पढ़ा है, we have learned from lower classes that in an isosceles triangle length of two sides are equal. So what is there to be done in class 10th? In class 10th we have to use distance formula to find the sides. So let us find out AB. AB will be square root of x2 minus x1, that is 6 minus 5 whole square, plus y2 minus y1. So 4 sign change 2. So minus minus will become plus, 4 plus 2. So this is very easy thing that you do y2 sign change y1. Similarly x2 sign change x1. So solving this I get 1 square plus 6 square, which gives me 1 plus 36, that is root of 37. I leave it here. There is no need to bring it to decimal points. Okay, in some books it is given that they have given it in the form of decimals, but it is not required. Let us find out BC. Square root of 7 minus 6 square plus minus 2 minus 4. I hope by now you have understood this. Minus 2 minus 4, which gives me 1 square plus minus 6 square, and again you get it as 1 plus 36, which is root 37. No doubt from here we can say that it is definitely an isosceles triangle, but you must find out the third side also, because if third side is also root 37, then it becomes equilateral triangle. Okay, no doubt it will remain isosceles as well, but still there are marks, if especially it is subjective, there are marks for finding out the third side and then comparing. So let us find out CA. So CA will be CA, or again I would say CA or AC is one and the same thing, right? So this gives you 7 minus 5 plus minus 2 sign change minus 2, that is minus 2 plus 2 whole square, minus 2 plus 2 whole square. So this gives you 7 minus 5 2 square plus 0 square, which is root of 4 and which comes out to be 2, or you may leave it as root of 4 only, right? Now since AB is equal to BC, you must write this reason, because AB is equal to BC, therefore ABC, AB and C are vertices of isosceles triangle. Okay, the way you are asked the question, same way you should tell the answer. So I hope you understand this much. Question 4 says that in a classroom 4 friends are seated at points A, B, C and D. Champa and Chameli, when walk into the class, they observe, and then Champa asks Chameli that don't you think ABCD is a square? See, such an observation is definitely an important aspect for a mathematics student. So Chameli disagrees. So let us see, the question says using distance formula find out which of them is correct. So first let us see what are the vertices A, B, C and D. Vertex A is 3 towards the right and 4 units upwards So it is 3, 4. Vertex B is 6 towards right and 7 towards up. So it is 6, 7. Vertex C is 9 units towards right and 4 units upwards. So it is 9, 4. And vertex D is 6, towards right and 1 unit upwards. So it is 6, 1. So now let's see, we have to check whether it is a square or not. Again, it's an application of distance formula. How do we check for a square? What is the property of a square? A square has all sides equal and diagonals also equal. So these are the 6 sides we need to find out. AB, BC, CD, DA and the diagonals AC and BD. Then only we can tell it's a square or not. And in such questions for quadrilateral, you should always make a rough figure of the quadrilateral and always write the points like this. तो आपकी गलती नहीं होगी. इसी तरह कोई भी ट्रायंगल है, कुछ भी है क्वेश्चन, तो आप फिगर रफ फिगर उसकी ज़रूर बना लीजिए. यू मस्ट मेक द रफ फिगर. Okay, now let's get to find out AB, BC, CD and DA. So AB is equal to, I want you to do with me and I will quickly take up the values of AB, BC, CD and DA. 6 minus 3 square plus 7 minus 4 square, which gives you 9 plus 9, that is root of 18. Let's find out BC, which is 9 minus 6 whole square plus 4 minus 7 whole square, giving me again root of 9 plus 9, that is root of 18. So let us find out CD, which is again 6 minus 9 square plus 1 minus 4 square, and solving them I would again get minus 3 square plus minus 3 square, which is 9 plus 9, that is root of 18. And solving for DA I get root of 18. Now since all the 4 sides are clearly equal, so it might be a rhombus, it might be a square, we must make a diagonal check as well. There are 2 methods. See, either you find out AC and BD, if the diagonals are also equal it is a square, or you find out AC and apply Pythagoras theorem to show that angle B is 90 degree. So definitely the second one is longer. So we shall do the first one. Let us find out AC and BD. So for AC I have 9 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 4 whole square, which gives me 6 square plus 0 square, that is root of 36, and it comes out to be 6 units. And finding out BD, 6 minus 6. By now I think you should be able to get it like this only. 1 minus 7 square, which gives you 0 square plus minus 6 square, root 36, which is again 6 units. So I can say that AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, and also diagonals AC is equal to BD. This implies that ABCD is a square. लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स आपका क्वेश्चन क्या था कि which of them is correct? Chameli disagrees that it is a square, right? Champa said it's a square. So we can say that Champa is correct. So there might be half a mark for writing this name. Be careful, especially in subjective. So I hope you get it. Let's proceed. Question number 6 says, name the type of quadrilateral giving reasons. So see, for such questions you should always make a rough figure, okay? A, B, C, D. ध्यान देने वाली बात क्या है? What is the point to take care of? You should write in an order. A, B, then C must be like this. You can't write A, B, C, D. It will be wrong. You don't have to lift the pen A, B, C, D. Or you may write like this A, B, C, D. But you don't have to lift the pen. Now see, let us first do the basics related to this question. What will be our algorithm? How will we go about it? First you find all the 4 sides. Find all the 4 sides. Okay? Now, if none of the sides are equal, no side is equal, right? Then it is a simple quadrilateral. It is no special type of quadrilateral, right? You don't have to find the diagonals then. It is a simple quadrilateral. In case opposite sides are equal, if opposite sides are equal, then you find the 2 diagonals also. So mostly you have to find all the sides and the 2 diagonals. If the opposite sides are equal, it may be a rectangle, it may be a parallelogram. Alright. Now if diagonals are also equal, then it is a rectangle, and if diagonals are unequal, then it is a parallelogram. And the third case is all the sides are equal. If all the sides are equal, then again you have to find the diagonals also, and there are two cases. First case is that it is a square, and the second case is that it is a rhombus. Again, in the case of square, diagonals are equal, and in the case of a rhombus, diagonals are unequal. Okay? So this is the method to tell the type of quadrilateral in any question. Now let us see the first part. I have already drawn the rough figure. So let us find out the value of AB, BC, CD and DA. And I hope now you can find it. You either find it along with me, or you pause the video and find it, and then let's see what are the values. AB is root of 1 plus 1, x2 sine change x1, 1 plus 1 square plus 0 plus 2 square, and you get it as root 8. So see, once you have drawn the rough figure, it becomes very easy. Similarly, let's write BC. It's minus 1 square plus 2 minus 0 square. Again it comes out to be root 8. CD is again minus 3 plus 1 square plus 0 minus 2 square, and also it is root 8. And DA also comes out to be root 8. I hope you can solve it. You must keep a paper and a pen with you whenever you are doing mathematics video. Don't ever just watch it. Okay. Now since all the four sides are equal, we need to find out the diagonals as well. So let us get to find out AC and BD. Please find it with me. I'll be a bit slow, okay, in find out AC. So AC says minus 1 sine change of minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 square. I get minus 1 plus 1 square and a square root, and 2 plus 2 square. So this gives you 0 square plus 4 square, that is root of 16, and it comes out to be 4 units. Similarly, BD is minus 3 minus 1 square plus 0 minus 0 square, which gives you minus 4 square plus 0 square. Again it is root 16, that is 4 units. Okay. So what do we get? We get AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, and also AC is equal to BD. Therefore, ABCD is a square, right? And if had the diagonals not been equal, it would have been a rhombus. Let's get to the second part. This is the rough figure for second part. Important thing is again that you must write them in an order A, B, C, D. Otherwise, the whole question will be wrong. Now, let us find out AB. AB comes out to be 3 sine change minus 3, that is 3 plus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 5 whole square, which is equal to 6 square plus minus 4 square, 36 plus 16, that is root of 52. Find out BC. Square root of 0 minus 3 square, that is minus 3 square. I am skipping a step here. 3 minus 1, 2 square. So this gives you 9 plus 4, that is root of 13. Let's find out CD. Square root of minus 1 minus 0, that is minus 1 square, plus minus 4 minus 3, that is minus 7 square, which gives you 1 plus 49 or root 50. And DA, which is equal to minus 3 plus 1, that is minus 2 square, and 5 plus 4, that is 9 square, which is equal to 4 plus 81 or root of 85. Now see here, all of them are different. Root 50, root 85, root of 13 and root of 52. So all of these are different. So we can say that ABCD is not a special type of quadrilateral, But we have also to see. Now, do we need to find out the diagonals? Tell me. So, yes, we need to find out the diagonals because we have to see if at all it is making a quadrilateral or not. Let me explain this. We shall find out AC. Let's find out AC. AC comes out to be 0 plus 3 square plus 3 minus 5 square. Let us see what do I get. I get 3 square is 9 minus 2 square is 4, that is root of 13. Now one thing you have to just notice. AC is root 13, BC is also root 13 and AB is root 52, which on solving I get 2 root 13. You know 52 can be factorized as 2 into 2 into 13. And if I simplify it further, I get 2 root 13. So in a way I can say that sum of BC and AC is coming equal to AB. Let me write here. Sum of BC and AC is coming equal to AB. That means points A, B, C are collinear. Right? Are you getting it? Therefore, A, B, C cannot form a triangle. These 3 points are collinear. Because what is BC? BC is root 13. AC is also root 13. And AB is 2 root 13. So, this is coming to be equal. And ABCD cannot form a quadrilateral. So, in the second part, we can say that no, ABCD is not framing a quadrilateral. I hope you understand this one. It was a bit tricky question because sometimes we only leave at the all the 4 sides are not equal, hence it is not framing a special type of quadrilateral. But you see the question in NCERT is name the type of quadrilateral formed if any. Means if no quadrilateral is formed, then also you have to tell. So I hope you understand this one. It is a very important part. Let's quickly find out AB, BC, CD and DA. Make a rough figure like this. For finding AB, I get square root of 7 minus 4 square plus 6 minus 5 square. And on solving, I get root 10. To find out BC, I write 4 minus 7 square plus 3 minus 6 square, which gives me minus 3 square plus minus 3 square, or 9 plus 9, that is root of 18. You may further simplify it as 3 root 2, you may not. See, if you have to solve it further, later on you can do it. If it is not required initially, you can leave it. Let us find out CD. So 1 minus 4 square plus 2 minus 3 square, which gives me minus 3 square plus minus 1 square. Again it is 9 plus 1, that is root of 10. And getting DA as 4 minus 1 square plus 5 minus 2 square. That is 3 square plus 3 square, which gives me root 18. So now my opposite sides are equal. I can see that AB is equal to CD is equal to root 10 units and BC is equal to DA is equal to root 18 units. So what I have to do now? I don't know, it can be a rectangle, it can be a simple parallelogram, it depends upon the diagonals. So let us find out AC and BD as well. AC will be equal to 4 minus 4 square plus 3 minus 5 square, which gives me 0 plus minus 2 square, or root 4, that is 2 units. And similarly I shall find out BD. You can do it on your own. I get 1 minus 7 square plus 2 minus 6 square, which gives me minus 6 square plus minus 4 square, or I get that 36 plus 16, that is root of 52. Again you may solve it or you may not solve it. We have done it is to root 13. But we can see that diagonals are not equal. Right? You may solve it further to check whether actually they are equal or not. So it is 2 root 13. So we can say that AC is not equal to BD. Therefore, ABCD is a parallelogram. Why? Because opposite sides are equal. If opposite sides are equal, then it can be a parallelogram or a rectangle. Had diagonals been equal, it would have been a rectangle, but no, it's a parallelogram. Okay. So I hope you understand this concept, this worksheet till here. Now, question 7 to 10 I will cover in the next video. I hope you have understood. Please give me your feedback, share me your feedback, and if you have understood, please do not forget to like the video, it really motivates, and do not forget to share it so as to reach it to the right students, and don't forget to subscribe it as well. Happy practicing. Thank you so much.